This thing that we're doing right now
Major
is literally that. Like, you put that message out there, and I was like, well, the thing you want to talk about, I like talking about. I've never met, and here we are in this chat.
Got a podcast.
Literally met like 30 minutes ago. Said hello, and it feels like we've been talking all day. Do you know what I mean? And that's like, I would never have done that years ago.
Really?
I would never have like been that person who replied to that message. I would never have done that.
That's really amazing.
If you actually had the top of that, I was like, oh, I can talk about that.
That's nice. That's like, I would say, experiencing that gut feeling and then kind of going for it.
Yeah.
I often sit here on the edge of that gut feeling, just on an edge, just looking, being like, oh, that's, but no, oh. And I think it really makes a difference when you can just like step forward and fall a little bit.
Yeah. When I've been alongside like solo traveling as well, other things have sort of kicked into place in my life. Like my career has kind of risen since the same time. I've had a lot of determination in that to kind of get to the position I'm at now in my job. But that comes with a lot of self-development, a lot of persevering, learning, being in the right place at the right time, actually applying yourself, actually focusing on your path and not
everyone else's.
Yeah.
I've got one question for you then. What is the most important thing that you've taken away from all of your traveling?
It's shown me how capable I am to do things. There's one moment that I will always remember, and it's very subtle, it's very smooth, but it was just very personal. And it was quite early on when I started solo traveling. And I was in Bruges. I was sat on the market square. There was a grandstand being built because there was something going on the next day. I was having something to eat. I was looking at the bell tower in front of me. The sun was setting. And I was like, this is such a beautiful moment right here. And I thought, if I didn't come here by myself, I wouldn't be sat here feeling and seeing this amazing moment. And I was like, I'm so glad that I decided to do this. Actually being capable to sit somewhere in your own company and being able to get out and eat and by going to a different country. Like that is actually coming by daughter. It's all on you. But actually when you strip it down and if all is fine, like how many times have things actually go wrong? Not that many. So it's
a different mindset, isn't it?
And even to the point now where I'm starting to like diversify what I do when I go. I'm trying to have more experiences where I'm with local people, whether it's visiting tours or going to someone's house to cook with them, or even just get comfortable with doing photo shoots and people taking photos of me, and that helps me go around. It helps you meet someone as well, a bit of a connection. And I've kind of tried to take that into my life in London. I've been doing things like that, and actually for all of that has shown me that I can network with people like we're doing here today. And I wouldn't have been able to do that, I think, several years ago, even like 15 years ago when I started even solo traveling. I think it's just inherently, I've taken things out of that, which I probably didn't realize.
One thing that I'm going to ask you then, actually, because this is what I do when I speak to anyone. My podcast is called When I Grow Up. So I'm going to say that to you, and I want you to finish the sentence. Okay? So, when I grow up,
I want to have a lot more control in my life of what I do.
That's interesting.
I'm at a stage in my life now where I'm looking to the next chapter. For a place to live, got a good career, healthy. I've got people I'm close with. But what's the next thing I want to do? I want to do something in my job, career, that actually I'm in control of.
So
that I'm passionate about.
What do you mean by the control? So how would you say you're not in control at the moment then?
I suppose that I want to be the boss. I want to be me. I'm the person, and this is why the podcast is like that. This is something I'm passionate about, this topic. And actually talking to people, I'm in control. I can control the narrative around. I do everything. It's me. It's my name is all over it. And to try to talk to other people who love the same topic, it has been amazing. Or to even just be able to build off what this could be. I don't want to be in the sort of same career thing now in 10 or years time. So this is the opportunity I want to have. I want to like jump off this boat and jump onto another boat, which is like more of the boat I need to be on right now.
Kind of like externalizing myself a little bit, you know, to put all those things that you've got in you out there into the world.
I don't want to be like just doing the same thing because I'm comfortable. I'm sort of want to sit in a bit of being uncomfortable to know what else I can be capable of.
Yes, I'm sure to interact, be uncomfortable. I think that is where they say you grow a lot. Although I have heard something different recently, but people would normally say, you know, you've got to step into your into your uncomfort zone. But actually, you need to step into a zone of tolerance that is kind of uncomfortable, but actually still feeling kind of safe. And then from that zone of tolerance, you could just keep moving forward and forward and forward.
So taking little steps. Yeah. No, I can hear that. I can understand that. Yeah.
Do you do your editing?
Yes. Yeah, I'm independent.
How do you manage that then?
It is time consuming, as you did say. I'm better at it now. But I do realize I have to listen through the whole thing, and there was points where I was like, as long as I listen to what I said, and as long as I'm happy with that, then what the other person said I can't really adjust, because I can't get them to re-edit, I can't get them to re-record something. But now I've realized I need to listen to it to make sure there's no sounds in there or anything like that. I need to make sure it's clean and it works, or that there's a good transition between one question to another. The ending is fine, but I just gotta do the best I can with it.
This is what I started realising with mine. This phase that I've done all this editing and putting it out, I've looked back on the footage and I was like, oh my goodness, there were so many different things that I've done which I would have done differently. But if I kind of feel like that's the coin, you're not going to get it perfect 100% on the first one. So
I was listening to a talk earlier today that came up about something isn't quite right, or you're like, oh my god, I didn't quite say that, or the mic hasn't picked up a word or something like that. Well, the next question, it will be better. The next interview will be better. You'll be more aware of it. You just have to get on with it. If you fixate on the one thing, you're not going to do another recording. You've got to learn from it and understand what it is to do better. Or even when I've gone through the editing process, I realized there's a particular name I was struggling to say, the person's name. I was like, it doesn't sound like, when I say it back, when I hear myself say it back, it doesn't sound like that name. And I'm like, and then, but I know I can actually re-record that bit myself. And
do you do intros?
I used to do intros. For the first series, I did that because I was sort of learning off other people I'd heard, and then I've decided to not do the intros live. If I want to do an intro, I will record it later and add it. I can speak better. I can make it very clear,
a bit more concise.
Yeah, I don't have to like read off a script, read off the auto cue, and then think, oh my god, in the middle of it, I've gone, oh darn, it's going quicker than I can read it, and then I'm realizing I'm going to say something, and then that's not what I want when I'm starting. I just want to go, hi Amy, we're here to talk about X. And then my first question is this: we just simply seamlessly go into it. I don't want it to be like, oh, we're starting now, everyone just sits up straight and then we start. I want to like literally be like natural with it. That, and thankfully when the people I've spoken with, even I have done some of those intros before, I like the fact that it's fighting theme. That's what I want to try and create, and that's why I have a chat with the people before we sit there. Because some of these people I've never met, by the way, half of them I've never met before, especially the people from America.
I did this at the beginning. The fact when I first did all my podcasts, I literally just met up with people, and then we just started talking about everything. But it's only like this second phase that I've started actually having pre-conversations with people to be like, okay, let's kind of think about what we might talk about. And I think that preparation does make a bit of a difference.
Yeah.
But it was quite fun doing it. They were relatively fair. I feel like, what are we going to talk about now?
You learn, don't you?
That's the thing.
You learn.
Like I said, just diving in. It's honestly, it's the best learner, I think.
No, it definitely is. I mean, I said earlier about the fact I think I'm a better interviewer now than I was before, because I've intentionally wanted to learn. I haven't just wanted to do it the same way. I'm like listening back, when I hear other people's podcasts, I'm like, oh, hold up, I understand like something that's happened there. Let me try it. I'll probably like that. I probably like that informal bit at the beginning where you just riffing, you're just chatting, and then it's on record already, and you can just pick it up in the edit and start it from this point, because you're just talking. You're not literally, as I said, clicking a button and everyone just go, okay, serious now. It's like, come on, it's you and me. Like, we've just been talking naturally a minute ago. We don't need to go. It's not a job interview. Like, it really isn't.
Something about as soon as cameras go on, though, that I think people do go into that kind of like, oh, we're on camera now type thing.
Yeah, I found that as the host or the person, I've had to learn a lot about making sure that I facilitate the right where the direction is going. I'll come back to the last interview I did. I thought, because things that the other person was saying, type of questions I was asking, it came across, it had a different tone, it had a different feeling, it made someone else think differently. And that's because I'd listened carefully and intently to what they were saying. I knew when I started that I wanted to be able to be in that place where I was better at that. And because I feel like I've make leaps forward with that, I know I can get probably even better at lots of different things through the podcast. I can do that. Like, one of the things that I definitely didn't like, and probably so many people who start out are like this, is hearing it on voice back. I was so self-conscious about that. Now I'm not. I can listen to myself back and go, I can't change my voice. That's it.
That's such a good attitude.
I've done a solo episode myself, and I'll be honest, I didn't listen to the whole thing through, because I listened to bits of it and I was like, it's fine. I know what I've said and I've said it. I'm not going to go in and re-record it.
Do you edit your solo one?
I didn't, and maybe that's different. Maybe I'll do that differently in the future. But the first one I didn't really edit it to so much, because I knew that, well, it is what it is.
Yeah, it does just bring the reality to the situation. It's just life. That's what would happen normally.
Yeah, exactly. So I've gotten over like my worry or concern about certain things like that. I think you're always evolving, especially in life anyway, but especially through doing the podcast. I know I'm constantly trying to edit the audio differently, or you're trying to find different music to add to it. What is the question I'm asking? Or what actually, do you know what, the next few series, do I want to kind of diversify the topics? Like, how specific things that I'd spoken about, why don't they just become like the same questions all the time?
I think it was so interesting you said that, like, when you're hosting, you kind of take the direction of the conversation to where you want. And actually, for that to happen, I think when you prep, it makes it a lot easier to do that, because you've got so much more information.
Yes.
And then you can, like you say, navigate. Like, I know, but you know what? It's probably quite bad, but like with my podcast, I've never really extensively sat there and been like, what do I want to talk about? Like, I've always had a theme or a topic, but I've not really deep delved into like all of that. It's more kind of just gone with the flow of the conversation, maybe with a few kind of points here and there. But I'm going to try that next time, as I evolve, a little bit more preparation, a little bit more like, what is it that I really want to pick apart right now?
Yeah. Can I ask you some questions?
Yeah, sure.
How do you feel like you've developed through starting a podcast and to where you are now?
How do I feel like I've developed? I would say a lot in regards to like the technical and physical things that need to be done. Like when I first started, I was just there, it's just me sitting on the couch with a friend and having a conversation. And I think that is probably the premise of some podcasts anyway. But when I looked at it a little bit deeper, it was more than that. So from that, it was then, okay, well, what camera setup am I using? Kind of microphones am I going to have? Like, where is my lighting and my stage going to look like, essentially? Then going into the editing realm and when I first started, I didn't really edit that much. I just kind of wanted to just put it out as it is because, I just thought like, it's just natural. That's what it is. I think you start to realize that like going down these routes of like, say, editing, for example, you're not necessarily stripping it of its authenticity. You're just kind of making it a little bit more concise so that the information can get across to your audience a little bit better. So you think about those kind of technical things like host platforms and uploading and scheduling, all that kind of stuff. So learned so much of that. And I guess it's, as a person, it's helped me develop as well. I don't know how yet.
Next episode, you talk about that.
I feel like it's definitely a good, like you say with the solo travel, it's definitely a good platform and a big way to encourage yourself to kind of open up and explore these different things. And then not to mention the skills that you just get from like having conversations with people. Like, I forget that that's a skill. Half the time I literally just like can probably just shut off, and I don't find it a little bit easy sometimes, but like actually having that skill and that art of conversation, getting used to the fact of cameras being there and things like that. So loads of different ways. But I am still at my early stages. So in a year time, I'll let you know.
Do you think you're going to go further with this? Is it kind of, you want it to be big? Or is it just a side thing you really enjoy doing?
Well, no, actually, I want it to be my main income stream. So I know that's going to take a little bit of time to monetize and build an audience and a community. So at the moment, all I'm focusing on is being a pro at it. I just want to be hands down the person who knows everything about everything to do with podcasting. So that is kind of my focus at the moment, and I'm pretty sure from there I'll be able to monetize.
That's not a bad target. Yeah. No, that's good. Yeah.
How about you?
It's a bit the same, to be honest. I think because I know this is a topic I'm already passionate about. I'm not going to lose energy about it. If I ever think that we've talked about the same thing again and again, it's up to me to thinking deeply about what else can be drawn out from the subject. And I think when I have more conversations, some of those things will come out naturally. It will be picking up with something else is saying to actually. Maybe there's something around diversity, for example. Maybe there's something around the traditions of certain parts of the world. It's something like that, or it's about society's attitude to independence of people doing things and not judging people on if they're single or they're not in a relationship or they don't have children. It's kind of like, I know I have to pick those things out or draw them out, and then it will elicit another level of conversation through the podcast. For that, I've got to kind of keep diversifying, picking those things out. And I'm looking forward to what the next stage or the next set of chats will be based on things like that. And I just have to understand, what is it? If I was to want to listen to something about solo travel, what is it I would want to hear? That's what I was saying earlier. It's like I don't want it to be like, oh yes, I went to this place and this place. Okay, amazing. But I mean, what's that? What, you just went alone? I mean, where's the angle? Where's the thing? This is on the tin. Where is it? Where's the actual talking about solo traveling? What's the difference? I could listen to another podcast talk about I went there and they didn't go along. But is that all I'm getting is the same thing? I need to
kind of like
on top of this. Yeah, it's solo travel, but it's like it's to do with if someone's from the LGBTQ community and go.
Well, it's a bit of brainstorming to be had.
It's kind of like but if people were breaking those barriers by going somewhere else and challenging those norms, different parts of that's kind of like, and they go wrong. It's like that's the one, that's the topic. that I want to talk about. And all of that is challenging me, because some of that stuff I don't deeply know about. So it's learning for me as well. And I want to be able to get to that point to not kind of be ignorant about it either.
So do you have kind of like a goal when you set out to have conversations with these people? Is it more like let's just...
I want people to be able to feel comfortable giving their true and honest answer to something. I know it's kind of, there's a part of the job, like in the house, where you've got to steer it in certain direction or ask the right sort of things to probably get around to it. But if you listen to my episodes, a lot of it is like 5-10 minutes of the other person talking. I'm just sitting there listening, and that is exactly what I thought I would want when I started this. If I have to keep chipping in here and then, it's a bit like, my job in this is to ask the right thing and get you to talk. If the space is open for it, that I've created, that allows the other person to answer that question in whatever way they wish to, but they're giving like more and more ability to it, then I feel like I've done my job like quite well.
It's nice. It says something really nice about like creating this nice safe space to allow the person that you had a conversation with to like bring out that vulnerabilities. So I think that's such a difficult thing, but when it's done, I find it so rewarding.
Yeah.
So it's really nice to be able to give that to people and explore these. One of my things that I really want to be able to do is take a deeper look into other people's perspectives. I just think that's really interesting to see how people look at things and see things or experience things. I can imagine you've got a lot of that from travelling, actually.
Yeah, and for myself, but obviously when I've talked to people, it's kind of gone, yeah, the way they're talking about it is different to what I've experienced, and that is actually that's the point. I don't want people who are exactly going to say the same thing that I would if I was being asked the same question.
Yeah. Everything is the same. Yeah. It's
fine. If you get the same person saying the same thing, it's like, oh mate, what was the point of the episode? But, and I think it is naturally, it should never be like that, because every single person is different. And I thought about this throughout myself, like all these questions are actually exactly the same, but it's the tone, or it's the trip, or something that happened wrong that someone went through. It's all different. It is how someone started doing it is completely different. Some people started it when they accidentally were doing it. They split off and they were with someone else, and they split off and were like, actually, I want to do this, and someone else wanted, and you go, well, let's just
ended up solo travel.
And it's like, oh my god, no, I would never do that.
But they've gone like travelling together.
Yeah,
and then ended up.
Yeah, if you listen to the first episode, it says exactly that, and she's never looked back. She's never she's solo travelers become the thing.
Yeah, well, I do like the idea. Like, I can't say I've ever been solo travelling, but I've definitely solo travelled England, and
that counts.
I think it has been absolutely wonderful. And one thing that I have experienced and really appreciate is the ability to just kind of change your mind at a second, or go down here or do that and do this, and not really have to worry too much about if you're going to offend somebody, or someone's going to be annoyed, or this and that and that. It's really just you and that road, and it's like, freedom.
Yeah, it's like that. It's that kind of act of being selfish. No one should feel guilty.
I don't even like that word. Why would you say it? Because I wouldn't be able to say it's being selfish. It's just being.
People could.
Yeah, but some people are idiots.
Yeah.
It's not being selfish. It's being you. Yeah. It's just being you. Because that's what you're doing. You're like out there doing the things that you want to do that are going to be adding to your life. If somebody happens to, collide with that and like synchronize with that, and you could do it together, that's fabulous. But I feel like we do kind of live in a bit of a world where it's all like,
We can't cope. We can't cope if we don't have someone with us who writes the same thing and do it together. You can't. It's just, and
I think some people probably couldn't. But then I think that's probably quite habitual as well. That's something that people are going to just be used to doing. So, yeah, it's a mad world.
So it sounds like you should be a guest on my podcast.
Honestly, I don't think I have any more solo travel talk left in me. That's the extent of my solo travel. I've been to England.
You don't just mean you've been to your town.
It's one of my biggest regrets, actually. Not to say like my life is over or anything, but it's one thing that I just have not done. Like, I've gone on, like, when I was younger, I went on skiing trips to, like, places, or, like, I go on, like, girl holidays here and there, or holidays with partners and whatnot. But what I have not done is just go out travelling. And I would love to, but, like, straight away after uni, I was just like, oh, gosh, you need to be financially stable. The world is terrible. So I, like, literally went straight into getting a job and wanted to have an income. And now it's kind of like, okay, well, now I'm out of a job, and now it's like, okay, well, again, I need to get income, so it's focusing on that. As soon as I start getting passive income, that is when I'm going to be travelling. So I hit you up after that.
I'm right, yeah.
Where's the best place, or not best, but where's the place that you resonated with the most, that you would recommend people to check out?
I would have to say, and this isn't abroad, so it's the Lake District.
Oh, okay. What? Hang on, wait, where? Where's the Lake District?
England.
Really? And all these places that you...
Yeah.
That's an English homeboy, man. That's right, okay.
I haven't gone there until about 8 years ago, and as soon as I went for a particular reason. I went for a charity route.
Oh, nice.
And I'd never been there before. But as soon as I went there, I fell in love with the place. And I've been going back every year since. And the only other country I've been back to more than once is Italy. The Lake District has given me this peace. It's like, that's my sort of tranquil place. I go back to similar places, but that's my like go-to when I just need a week. Just go for a week. That's what I really do. That's what I really do.
I think it's really nice to do that sometimes. I remember I lost my phone and didn't have a phone for like a couple of weeks. And honest to God, it was the most therapeutic thing that I have ever done.
Right.
It probably seemed like I fell off the face of the earth to most people, but it was just so nice not to have a constant ding, ding, ding and keep... Because I swear that I almost have a bit of an addiction to that notification style kind of thing. So not having that, it just kind of opened my eyes a little bit to nature and to everything that was going on around me. And it was really special, actually. It was really nice.
Yeah. That's what I would say. I mean, if you want a country abroad option, I mean, I said Bruges earlier for particular reasons. I would... One place that comes to mind is Reykjavik in Iceland, the time when it went well. Simply because I saw the Northern Lights, and I'm into astronomy, that's my other hobby. And so when I saw that, I was just like, box ticked, perfect trip, do everything right. You know, you only get a certain amount of time of daylight in the day for like 5-6 hours. When I went out at like 9 in the morning, I just thought I was going for a night out. I was like, no, it's not. It's not night time. It's just what's going on. Like, I'm out. Is this a dream or something? Wake up. I think for a lot of different reasons, I think Reykjavik has a lot of nice memories for me. So everything was done right the next time. Oh, it's so nice.
Just like a big swimming pool type thing.
Yeah, basically. Yeah.
Not so hot tub. What would you call it though?
Sauna, sort of like not warm, hot water.
Is it man-made or natural?
Oh, natural, but like the how they've. Yeah, exactly, yeah.
Oh, wow, I bet that's nice.
Yeah. So nice, especially when like it's cold outside and you just dip in there.
Steam, just yes,
and the night sky. Yeah. Combining solo travel and astronomy, there's meant to be another eclipse.
Oh.
Total eclipse next year. and the path goes through Europe. It goes through Spain, and it goes through that tip of Iceland. So I'm gonna try and go back to Reykjavik at that time of year and see if I can see the eclipse.
What are we doing on time?
5:30.
5:30. Okay, I think this is us.
Yeah.
I mean, we just recorded a podcast. Look at that. Dish bash bosh. Thank you
very much.
No, thank you so much. It was lovely talking to you and hearing about your travels. Sorry, I couldn't contribute too much to the travelling side of things.
One day.
But yes.
You have my details.
One day.
Yeah, one day. Yeah. I know your name.
Oh gosh, that's me taking the headphones off. Oh gosh. Oh my gosh.
Be loud an hour.
Holes are, but they're not used to having an attention span for that long. It's a bit beyond there. I have to.
Maybe just lucky I can talk about something for that way.